It's probably a little bit more important than the event. Let's do this one. What am I saying? A name written in water. Confirm. Let's do this. Let's learn more a little bit about Asaba. One morning inside the HSO Section 6 office.
Chief Miyabi! Tsukishiro! Hello! I'm so pleased to see you in such good health.
I see.
I'm here to submit my sick leave form. Same as before. You know the drill.
3 sick days this week. Got it.
Chief, please don't go along with him. This isn't like ordering at a restaurant. Asaba, I have reminded you several times now you've already used up your leave for the year. In theory, we can't approve your requests anymore.
Theory is just theory.
Theory, so
It's
they've
not like
done
I
it
can
anyways?
control this. You all know I've been sick since I was a kid, and I still get flare-ups every now and then. That's why my family abandoned me.
Huh? Didn't you say last time that you had no parents? Just a master?
Yeah, after my parents abandoned me, my master took me in. I passed all the tests for the HSO but got rejected because of my health. Thankfully, Chief Miyabi took pity on me.
Took pity on me.
I didn't choose you out of pity. It was simply because you were the strongest candidate.
Even while sick?
Oh, you're too kind. What can I say? I'm a genius.
This dude.
Fine. I'll figure something out for your leave. But 3 days is the absolute limit. And don't pull what you did last time, sending me a fake thermometer picture at midnight on the 3rd day, asking to extend your leave.
A fake
Correction.
thermometer.
That wasn't fake. It was the actual reading. Though, it was my cat's temperature.
Cats do have a higher body temperature than humans, I'm pretty sure.
Public security recently seized a batch of illegal pharmaceuticals. Supposedly, they can temporarily boost ether aptitude. This is a highly important case and could be transferred to us soon. When that happens, you won't have the flexibility to take any more time off.
Drugs that can boost ether aptitude. Where were they seized?
In the hollow at Port Elpis. This is new. Are you actually interested in the case?
Maybe it has something connected to it.
Oh, please. You know I'd never be interested in work, but a drug like that sounds perfect for slacking off. Wouldn't it be useful on missions? Why was it banned?
Because it's too good to be true. And even if it's real, there must be some unforeseen consequences.
Maybe once it wears off, it makes you more susceptible to ether corruption.
That was a cool line, Yanagi.
Thanks, Chief.
I've heard of this drug before, but it was years ago. It can boost ether aptitude temporarily, but
Yeah,
the
see?
side effects are severe.
Oh, worsens corruption symptoms.
It worsens corruption symptoms, and can even cause the user to
Well, that's
turn
close.
into an ethereal.
That was close.
Oh, those are the consequences Nagi was talking about!
In any case, seeking power like this is pure opportunism. Real strength comes from hard work, not shortcuts.
But in this world, those with real strength are always a rare minority.
Did you just say something?
Oh,
No,
speaking
nothing.
of, there's a breath.
I'll let you get back to approving my sick leave then.
My chest is starting to hurt again. Feels like I'm dying.
Anywho, I'll get out of your hair
Dude.
now. See you after my leave. Take care, everyone.
This guy. He doesn't even try to fake it anymore.
He takes a leave like this every month. I bet
Wonder what he's
been
actually doing.
sneaking off somewhere and stuffing his face with tasty food.
Harumasa just has something he has to get done. If possible, I'd also like to.
Oh, no, you don't. Chief, we have a very important meeting tomorrow. Please make sure you attend it. And don't be late.
Oh,
Even she wants to slack off sometimes. Or does not want to do the HSO work. Sometime later, inside the video store, there was a faint knock at the door. However, there was only one knock, and it quickly went silent. Why, was it just my imagination, or was that a knock on the door just now? I heard it too. But it really was just one knock. That's certainly weird. They didn't collapse outside or something, did they? We should probably go check just in case. It's Asaba just passed out in front of our door.
Hey there, you two. How's it going?
I knew it was you.
I knew it was you.
The only person that's too lazy to knock twice.
Knocking on the door is just another thing that wears me out. As long as I get what I need, it doesn't matter how many times I knock. More importantly,
What if they don't hear you the
I
first
need
time?
your help with something. Actually, you're the only ones who can help me out.
What is it? Sounds pretty serious when you put it like that.
I need to go into the Hollow for a case, but my carrot's acting up. You're the only proxies I know that I can trust.
Since when did you become so passionate about work?
No way. This is actually for work? Since when did you become so passionate about your job? Is there something you're not telling me?
Ouch, that hurts.
Well, it's true.
As a professional executive officer, I have always been proactive at my job, haven't I? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity for you to see me in action. I'm sure the experience will come in handy if you run into any trouble in the future.
We don't want any trouble with the executive officers. Anyway, what's this case that you're working on?
I'm trying to track down a wanted criminal who's been missing for years now. His major crime is developing an illegal drug through illicit means.
So he does have some connection with that.
This drug is beyond existing theoretical knowledge and can significantly boost the user's ether aptitude temporarily. Simply put, it's like a wonder drug you see in the movies that can deliver superhuman strength with a single injection.
Sounds suspicious.
That sounds really suspicious. If we were in a movie, this is the part where the protagonist asks, but at what cost?
Wise is right. If such a drug really does exist and is safe to use, the city would already be researching and promoting
That's
it,
because
wouldn't
it's
they?
not safe to use.
Yes, this drug is extremely dangerous. In theory, it should have been completely destroyed years ago, but recently some rumors have started to circulate. They're probably connected to the drug's creator, the criminal I mentioned before. And my goal is to find him. Of course, I'll offer you fair compensation.
Okay.
Denny's are meant to be spent, so just name your price.
Ooh, Denny's. When do we leave?
You should have mentioned that sooner. Of course we'll help you. Understanding the job of an executive officer is very important. So, when do we leave?
Now, no time to lose. Meet me at Port Elpis. I'll be waiting for you there, partner.
Ooh, already. Let's go see about this drug. Chingy? What's she doing here? This is like the third time seeing this.
Let's search for clues in this area and see if we can find anything on this suspicious drug. Whoa! Looks like we've got a big one over there.
Oh, what?
Understood. Huh?
Got double shotgun. I don't know how good that be. The heck? What the heck are you doing there? What was that? Like a little head crab. Ooh, we're gonna ride the helicopter. Well, to think I'd find a helicopter here of all places. Though it's a shame this big guy's out of commission, and the glow I was hoping to find isn't in it. Do you like helicopters? When I was little, I once fantasized about riding the wind. That way, as long as there was wind, I could go anywhere. As if I were born free. Actually, shouldn't I just learn how to pilot a helicopter? I thought you already knew how. You really think highly of me, as expected of my partner. You probably won't believe me, but my phone's lock pattern is always an arrow pointing to the upper right, like a plane. And though that symbol's got a few other meanings. Oops, I'm rambling. Let's keep moving. Alert. A suspicious biological signal has been detected ahead. Please remain alert. Additionally, a control switch for a container has been located on the opposite side. Use it if needed. In the source and karma and tribulation. Harumasas can press and hold. Okay. That could trigger mechanisms.
A bow is so convenient at times like this. It's perfect for someone as efficient as me.
Oh, look, this thing right there.
I think you mean lazy.
Thank you, mean lazy. Cause they just locks on to stuff. The music here though, sick. Ooh, I like it.
Help again.
Yeah, they got like parasites.
Yeah, I'm here.
For some reason, I don't know what the heck that's about. Oh wait, gotta hold it.
Oh my, now there's a familiar face. If someone from public security is here, I must have found the right place.
Oh, it's Seth.
Come on, let's go say hi.
I see Seth over there.
How do you do, my fellow officers? Great work.
That uniform. Is he an executive officer? What is he doing here? Don't tell me those guys from HSO are trying to take our credit again.
Relax. I'm not the type of person to take credit for someone else's work. Right, Junior Seth? Oh, please say hi to your brother for me.
Junior?
He and I both graduated from the same academy. Just not in the same year. So, Asaba, executive officer, what are you doing here?
So I guess he knew his brother too.
Nothing much, really. Just a teensy little favor. I know PubSec is investigating the illegal drug case. Can I take a look at the samples you seized?
That's crucial evidence! You're definitely trying to steal our credit. This case hasn't been transferred over to HSO yet.
The drugs are connected to an important case I'm investigating. According to the Public Security Handbook, rule number... what was it again? I forgot.
Do you remember?
In any case, PubSec officers are obligated to assist executive officers with their investigations inside the Hollows. In other words, you can't say no to me.
Mr. Executive Officer, it's not that we don't want to provide them. It's just that all the confiscated drugs have been sent to the evidence room, and we don't have any with us right now.
You sure about that?
Right, Seth?
That's right.
Oh, has anyone told you that you're terrible at lying? Since you aren't willing to cooperate, I guess I'll just have to take them myself.
Harumasas dashes over to Seth with incredible speed.
Such clean moves. Wait, did you just go through my pockets?
That quick?
Aha! Found it.
Haramasa picks up the syringe he confiscated from Seth and carefully examines it in the sunlight. Then, under the shocked gazes of the officers, he squeezes a few drops into his palm before lowering his head to sniff the scent. Then he casually tosses the drug back to Seth.
This is an unfinished product. You haven't completed the potency tests, have you? The active ingredients are too minimal to increase ether aptitude. If you ask me, this isn't the real stuff. Just a cheap knockoff.
How did you manage to gather so much information from just a few looks and a couple of sniffs?
Because he probably has dealt with that drug before.
Because I'm an elite from Section 6. So, do you regret choosing public security when you graduated?
Hey, you really know how to piss someone off, don't you?
Oh, thanks for the compliment.
Dude.
By the way, I should probably mention that there's a whole bunch of ethereals over there sprinting this way. I'll leave them for our brave and skilled public security officers to handle.
Wait, you're just gonna hide behind us like that?
I'm sure you don't need me to deal with these ethereals, right? Besides, I'm busy protecting my bamboo here.
My
I believe
bamboo.
in you. Go team!
Dude. I guess we had this excuse.
Come on. Using me as an excuse now?
Oh my god.
Oh, you're making me sad. I genuinely wanted to protect you from the bottom of my heart.
Just ignore him. Let's fight.
After a fierce battle, the public security officers defeat the swarm of ethereals. Right at that moment, a boy appears nearby, stumbling towards the group. Who's this?
Help. Help me. Young citizen, have you gotten lost in the hollow? Do you need help? They are still there. Help.
His
Ooh.
eyes. What's happening? Is that a sign of corruption?
There's no time.
They get like hit with the drug?
See us. Maybe he can't hear us either.
Stay away from him!
Oh no. Go to Ethereal.
The kid's turning into an ethereal.
But why? His corruption symptoms were pretty mild. Plus, his core came out in seconds. That's impossible.
Oh no, he's gonna attack!
It's too late. This ethereal is tougher than it looks. If you don't want to fight, then get behind me. Now, I'll take him down.
Oh my, he got serious.
This guy. Why do I get the feeling it isn't your average ethereal?
You're right. But worry about yourself first. I'd rather not have to scrape you off the floor here.
Damn it! Don't underestimate me!
What?
Thought you red-handed.
Smack him up.
Who's the pathetic one now? Be gentle with the patient, would you? It's over now. Rest in peace.
What happened to him? His corruption symptoms were unlike anything we've seen in the handbook. And his core appeared almost instantly. There was no chance we could have saved him.
That's because those weren't signs of corruption. They're indicators of a late-stage disease.
What disease?
Ether aptitude regression syndrome. People with this condition are naturally frail, with lesions appearing on their skin. But they have a higher ether aptitude than the average person. In the late stages, their bodies will rapidly deteriorate until they gradually lose all
that's why you couldn't see or
sensory
hear us.
perception under severe pain. In the end, just like that kid, even the slightest contact with ether causes severe corruption. Their high ether aptitude makes this disease turn a blessing into a curse. And there's no cure yet. Long time no see.
Wonder if that's what-
Harumasasa. How have you been these past years?
What Saba has. I didn't see his like EP and his trailer. Yeah.
Do you
So
know each
does he
other?
have an EP yet?
We're old acquaintances. What are you doing here?
Look at you, all grown up. What happened to my little pal? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirishima. I'm a doctor of sorts.
Of sorts.
That child who just turned into an ethereal was my patient. His condition had progressed to late stages. He couldn't take the pain anymore. So he decided to enter the Hollow and end his own life. Sorry you had to see that. Children suffering from this disease usually don't live long. I wish I'd noticed his emotional struggles sooner.
Harumasas doesn't really seem too happy to see him.
So all those strange things just now were symptoms of a disease? At any rate, public security will need to look into this. We'll have to bring you in for a statement.
No problem. I'll fully cooperate with public security's work. But first, could you please give me a moment to catch up with my dear classmate here?
Go ahead.
Seth and the other officers step aside to start examining the evidence left by the ethereal.
I don't really see any need for us to catch up.
Come on now, I thought we'd have a lot to share. Honestly, I never imagined you'd still be... and become such an outstanding executive officer. Impressive.
Still be alive, maybe?
But you've always been a well-behaved, diligent, and hard-working kid. It looks like all your effort has paid off.
Yeah, see? Hardworking?
Well-behaved, diligent, and hardworking. None of that sounds like the Harumasa I know.
I'll take that as a compliment. So, since when did you become a doctor? And one who takes on patients like that?
I run a sanatorium that treats patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome to make up for my past mistakes.
I'm genuinely surprised hearing those words coming from your mouth.
I may have done some bad things, but I was deceived by that man just like you were. You know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been acquitted.
Whatever you say.
Ooh.
What does any of this have to do with me?
History.
If fate has reunited us here, there must be a reason. You and I, we should work together.
I don't know if he's gonna wanna. He doesn't seem
Found
very
some leads
happy.
on him already. You've been looking for him for a while too, right? If you want, we can find him together as classmates.
You've been investigating Master.
Master.
That's right. I found a shelter that he used to hide in years ago. It was corrupted by a hollow, but there's still many clues left behind. If we work together and investigate the shelter, we might be able to follow the trail and locate where he's hiding now.
Let me think about it.
Oh.
By the way, Master told me that I was his only student. And you were just an assistant. We're not classmates. I was clueless as a kid and didn't care about these things. So I'd appreciate it if you stopped acting like we're friends.
Come on, but we're indeed...
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. How much longer will you need? It's not safe. We should get out of here ASAP.
We're done talking. The rest is public security's job, and I won't interfere. Goodbye, everyone.
Harumasa grabs the bamboo beside him and rushes toward the hollow exit, as if he's afraid someone was going to ask him to stay and work overtime. What were you guys talking about?
What were you guys talking about? I couldn't follow at all.
Sorry. That wasn't intentional. We can talk about it once we get somewhere safe.
To tell us about his past? That guy?
To be honest, I was only planning to snag a few samples from the PubSec officers. Everything that happened afterwards. The kid turning into an ethereal, and Kirishima. None of that was part of the plan.
Who exactly is this Kirishima guy?
What's up with that Kirishima guy? He said he was your senpai, but something felt kinda off between you two.
I have a master, and Kirishima was my master's assistant. I guess you could say
master?
we're old
A
acquaintances.
master of what?
So yeah, no heartwarming, cheesy movie moments between me and him. I don't trust him.
I can tell.
I can tell that you two aren't very close.
Oh, and about the master thing. Cards on the table. Remember I told you the guy who made that drug is a wanted criminal who's been missing?
Is that your master?
Well, that
Oh.
wanted criminal is my master. His drug improves ether aptitude temporarily, but there's no way around the terrible side effects. And that's not all. He was found guilty by the Inquisitors in a trial at the time, but disappeared before facing punishment. Kirishima
Ran away,
thinks
I'm
my
guessing?
master fled to avoid punishment. He feels that he was deceived into participating in illegal experiments, so he wants to get back at my master for it. He even wanted me to join him.
What do you think of your master?
And what about you? Do you want revenge against your master too?
Master taught me a lot of things, including archery. To me, he was like family. I was clueless about his research until he disappeared. I've been hoping to find him because I have a question only he can answer. I've been trying to investigate this case since I became an executive officer. There's never been any substantial evidence until the drug resurfaced recently.
Is that why he's been taking so many sick leaves? So that he can investigate this on his own time?
The sample I saw was not my master's work. It's a cheap knockoff, an unfinished product that's less effective with worse side effects. There. I just told you everything. Very sincere of me as a partner, don't you think? Oh, one
Very
more thing,
sincere.
very important. This isn't actually for work. Just my private investigation. If Chief Miyabi and the others ask you about it, can you keep it a secret for me? Please?
Don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks. You're the best partner. Oops. I didn't realize it's so late already. I'm heading out. I'll let you know when I find any more leads.
And so I came mentally prepared. I knew dealing with an executive officer would get complicated. And Harumasa, he's definitely hiding something from us. He probably has his reasons. I've got a point. Feels like he's purposely omitting things. Anyway, it's getting late. Today's been such a long day. I'm so sleepy. Gotta hit the hay. Get some rest too, okay? Okay. Let's go sleepy Betty bye. It's a story completed, yep. I'm guessing whatever that drug was being used on Haramasa also. Yeah, right on time. This place has a good rep. Seems pretty popular too. Hey, do you like hot pot? It's alright, I mean, free food is free food, right? Wait, did you ask me out just so we can mooch off together? Oh, I was wise speaking. I was just kidding. This is about that commission from before, of course. You met the one treating me to this meal. When people are unusually nice for no reason, it might just be a trap. If anything goes wrong along the way, I can only rely on you. If possible, I'd like to be buried at sea. Huh? That escalated quickly. Oh, looks like they're here. Is it Kirishima? In the distance, a familiar figure appears. Harumasa's alleged senior classmate from before. Three young people, looking a little uneasy, trail behind him. Do they all also have that sickness? Sorry to keep you waiting, Harumasa. And this is my friend Wise. He's interested in the sanatorium you're running. He's a big shot tycoon. Runs a super successful business. Yeah, I guess you could say my rental store is a booming business. If you impress him, he might just invest. Hey, guys like him love donating to good causes. That's right, I'm indeed a big shot tycoon. Well, I'm honored. Oh, here, let me introduce.
These kids are currently living at my sanatorium. Tsubaki, Kana, Ryosuke. Say hi to everyone.
Nice to meet you. Our families left us when we got sick. We're lucky Mr. Kirishima took us in.
What a way to start a conversation.
Yeah. Mr. Kirishima's sanatorium gives us free food, shelter,
Ow.
and medical care. Without him, we'd be homeless.
That sounded
We're
very...
all very grateful to him.
That sounded very like... You know, they were told to say that. It was really... I don't know why you would say that.
I'm just doing my part. Ether aptitude regression syndrome is very rare. Hardly anyone understands what you're going through.
What if... Plot twist. What if it wasn't the master that was doing these experiments, but this guy? And he had the master take the fall for it.
Oh, really? Last I heard, certain characteristics of this disease are pretty well known.
Anyway, since we're all here today, let's talk about happier things, shall we? My new manager friend here might not know this, but Harumasa was a real genius when he was a kid. First time he picked up a bow, he was hitting bullseyes. Just incredible.
Harumasa is still a genius.
He's still a genius, you know.
Not just archery. This kid could learn anything with minimal guidance. Gotta envy that talent. Too bad Master turned out the way he did. The things that man did are unforgivable. That's why I want to find him with Harumasa.
Your name's Kana, right? Why are you so quiet?
She's not used to socializing due to her health. Don't mind her. Come on, no use just standing here. Let's go inside and have...
Maybe she also doesn't, you know. Well, she definitely probably doesn't trust him. Because she's actually still, like, under him. At the table, Kirishima goes on about Harumasa's glorious past. According to him, Harumasa was a real prodigy. It's a mystery what happened to make him the guy who can't even be bothered to knock on the door twice. Not sure if Harumasa is shy or what, but every time Kirishima flatters him, he just keeps his head down, fiddling with his phone. Is he the type that gets embarrassed easily? The group chats over a hot pot in a pleasant but not exactly lively atmosphere. Of course, Kirishima does most of the talking. The sanatorium kids are very shy and quiet. Throughout the conversation, Kirishima repeatedly tries to steer the topic toward their master, but Harumasa skillfully changes the subject each time, until they finish eating with no chance to continue.
Got any plans next? Maybe we could find somewhere else to...
Before he can finish, a familiar public security officer walks up to him. Seth.
Sorry that we're meeting again under such circumstances, Mr. Kirishima. But we've received an anonymous tip about illegal activities you may be involved with. Please.
Oh my.
Illegal activities? You must be mistaken. I have always been a law-abiding citizen.
No mistake, sir. We're here for you. You know exactly what this is about. Now come along, Mr. Kirishima. We'll get you situated with some fresh tea down at the station.
I'm afraid this isn't a good time. I have to take these kids back to the sanatorium soon. They hardly get to see the outside world, and I can't just leave them all on their own. Surely you understand.
I didn't think the twist would come this soon.
Cooperating with public security is every law-abiding citizen's duty. Don't give our officer a hard time. Tell you what, I'll take the kids. I promise they'll get back to the sanatorium safely. Sound good?
Mr. Kirishima, shall we go?
Okay. I'll entrust the kids with you, Harumasa. But could you take them to Port Elpis? The sanatorium is nearby, and I'll send someone to pick them up.
Oh. You don't want me to visit the sanatorium? Got something to hide?
Of course not. I just don't want you to go out of your way. The sanatorium
Okay,
is
this
in a
guy was
remote
definitely the one
area
doing
with
all
a
the
quiet
experiments.
environment to better help our patients. It's really hard to find without someone leading the way.
Oh, I see. Well, my super rich friend here wants to come too.
Super rich friend.
Wouldn't you want a wealthy investor to see your sanatorium? Might just drop a couple $100 million dennies on it.
I don't have that much. Yes.
That's right. I'm very interested in your project, and if I like what I see, I'd happily invest $100 million.
We'd need to prepare for such an esteemed guest properly. There's still parts of the sanatorium that need work. We'll be sure to invite you once everything's ready. Isn't that right, Tsubaki?
Yes. Mr. Kirishima is right. We still have to get some things ready.
All right. I'll bring them to the port, and your staff can meet us there.
I'm guessing we're gonna tell them once we let them go.
Okay, kids, stay close to Harumasa. Be good and don't cause him any trouble. Got it?
Wait, said got it. What's really?
Got it.
See you later. All right, everyone. Let's go. I'll take you to the port.
I wonder who put that anonymous tip. Might have been Haramasa. He was fiddling with where he said he was fiddling with his phone. Probably what he was doing. Sending a message to Seth. Right here. Mr. Haramasa, you drive way too fast. I feel a little... Oh, sorry. You get car sick? Want to take a break? I'm okay. Haramasa's usual smile fades as he scans the surroundings, his sharp golden eyes glinting with an unusual edge. After quickly assessing the area, he breathes a sigh of relief. Looks like your contact isn't here yet. In that case, let's go check out the ocean first. Great idea. I need to be on board. Come on, ocean ahoy. Wait, I don't think this is a good idea. Mr. Kirishima's gonna get mad. Yeah, Mr. Kirishima never lets us stay outside for too long since he's worried about our health. You seriously care that much about what the guy thinks? Wait, relax. As long as we keep it between us, he'll never know. But I want to see the ocean. Kana, you... Come on, don't overthink it. If anything happens, I've got you covered. Just follow my lead. Go straight onto the pier. God damn. Why are they so fast? You left me in the dust. Ooh, look at the ocean. It's really ominous with that big old hollow over there. It's beautiful here. Yeah, I didn't expect the view from this side to be so stunning. But you live nearby, don't you? Yeah, of course you've been here. It just slipped my mind for a sec. Yeah, that's right. We don't get out much because of our condition. Take it easy. Now that we're here, let's make the most of it and have some fun. Yeah, even the air here feels so much fresher. I don't know why I couldn't say that sentence. Oh, over there, look. Seagulls. Where? I want to see it too. What's so special about seagulls? Oh, why is it flying at me? I must have heard you talking trash about it. You spend some time together, enjoying the sea breeze and the beautiful scenery around you. If funny things could stay like this forever. Kana's words seem to trigger something, as all three of them become somber. At the same time, Haramasa seems to notice something in the distance, his expression suddenly becoming serious. But just as quickly, his usual smile returns, as if nothing happened. Alright everyone, I have an idea. Since the weather's so nice, we've got so many people, how about we play a game, to pass the time? Let's play hide and seek. What do you say? Hide and seek. I'm excited. I knew you'd want to. So Wise and I will be the seekers, and the three of you just have to hide. Huh? Why are we suddenly playing hide and seek? It's fun once in a while. Well, since Kana's all for it, I guess I'm in. Great, you can start hiding now. Just don't go too far, alright? You turn your backs together, you can faintly hear the sound of everyone running off. Looks like you're a little confused. Did you see something just now? You've got a sharp eye yourself, I see. I saw the contact Kirishima mentioned. He's right over there. He's got bad eyesight or something. Hasn't even noticed us. That's why you had everyone hide? Exactly. Something's off with these kids. They're clearly afraid of something. Kirishima brought them here for this meal, probably to convince me he's turned over a new leaf, and to convince me to help him find my master. But my gut's telling me there's something fishy about that sanatorium he mentioned. I got Kirishima out of the way during the meal so I could talk to the kids alone and see if I could get anything out of them. Ah, so you were the one who called in public. It was nothing. I filed an anonymous report, all above board. And the charges I listed? All true. Stuff Kirishima's done in the past. It might not be enough to put him away, but it's more than enough to make him sit through an afternoon at PubSec. Now, the tricky part is, these kids don't trust me either. And not surprising, given where they're from. We'll need to earn their trust first if we want to figure out what Kirishima's really up to. Of course, before that, we've got to deal with this troublesome contact. Harumasas pulled out his phone and started fiddling with it. All set. Use the power of money to round up some helpers. Our dear contact's probably gonna spend the afternoon enjoying a real good nap. Got connections on both sides of the law, huh? Come on, don't act like you didn't already know. Besides, there is no absolute justice or evil in this world. Alright, let's go find those kids. Where could they be hiding? Somebody's in here. Boop. Tsubaki, are you playing with the seagull? Oh no, you found me. It's been a while since I played hide and seek. I didn't expect it to be this fun. You hid really well. Took us a while to track you down. Really? Yep, for real. You picked a smart hiding spot. By the way, I wanted to ask you something. What did Kirishima say about me to you? He said that you're a very important guest and we should make a good impression. Something like that. That guy sure likes to make things up. We did know each other as kids, but we've got nothing to do with each other now. He probably wants to take advantage of my position in the HSO and get me to bend the rules for him. But that's not happening. I'd get fired for that. Then why are you with Mr. Kirishima? Well, the truth is, while working in the hollow recently, I ran into a boy who'd been consumed by the corruption, turning him into an ethereal. Turns out that boy was one of the patients from your sanatorium. His name was Shinya, I think. According to Kirishima's statement, Shinya couldn't bear the pain from his illness anymore and chose to take his own life by running into the hollow, where he was eventually turned into an ethereal. Shinya wasn't... Wasn't what? It's nothing. By the way, I noticed you seem really concerned about that girl Kana. Is she okay? Shinya's death hit her really hard. Shinya and Kana have known each other for a long time. They grew up together. They were among the first to enter the sanatorium, so I guess they supported each other through a lot. I see, that explains it. I've noticed Kana hasn't said much today. She's got me worried. She reminds me of a girl I worked with once who had emotional issues her family ignored. It only got worse and she eventually took her own life. That sounds awful. Kana wouldn't do something like that, would she? To be honest, I've studied a little bit of psychology. If she's left to her own devices, it could be dangerous. But then, what should we do? Please, you gotta help her. Can you tell me more about what's been going on with Kana? Actually, I think she might be like that. She might be like that case you just mentioned, Mr. Haramasa. I know our illness makes things tough, but Kana wasn't always like this. She used to be the most optimistic person in the sanatorium. When I first got there, I almost didn't make it. It was her who got me through the roughest patch. But after what happened with Shinya, she completely changed. She's closed off, barely says a word, and won't even touch her food. No matter how much I try to cheer her up, nothing works. At this rate, her body won't hold up. She's my best friend. I just want her to be happy. So please, help her. I understand. Don't worry, we'll do what we can to help. Might not believe it, but my friend here is also pretty good at comforting people. That's right. I love how modest you are sometimes. I'll leave it to you then. I knew it. I knew I smelled something shady when it came to Kirishima. Hey look, was he really hiding? So you found me after all. By the way, have you found Kana yet? Not yet. Huh? Kana loves the breeze, so she might be hiding somewhere high up. The lighthouse? I've been meaning to say this for a while. You've got a crush on Kana, don't you? Oh my god, my voice. How'd you know? I mean, no, that's not what I meant. But don't be shy. I think you two would be cute together. Really? You think Kana and I would be good together? Looks away. Harumasa's right. Absolutely. You gotta trust my judgment. But Kana would never like me. I mean, she's always had her eyes on Shinya. Oh, Shinya was a friend of ours from the sanatorium, but some stuff happened, so he passed away. I see. So you feel like you can never measure up to someone who's gone? Of course not. It's just Shinya, he got hurt because of us. I don't have it in me to be as brave as him. I didn't even have the guts to fight back. Sounds like your friend did something really amazing. Yeah, he did, but I can't talk about the details. That's alright. I understand. Sounds like everyone at the sanatorium is really close with each other. People like us could disappear from this world without warning at any given minute. And this illness, the longer you stay in the sanatorium, the older you get. The more likely it is your illness gets to you. We've had friends who were fine one day and gone the next. So yeah, we're all close, because every meeting, every conversation could be the last. Honestly, sometimes I wonder, is it really worth all this effort just to keep living? It is. Haramasa looked at Ryosuke with a serious expression, his golden eyes steady and profound, as if filled with untold stories within their depths. It was as if he wasn't just looking at the person in front of him, but also glimpsing fragments of his own past as well. Because I want to believe that everything is worth it. So until our final moments arrive, don't give up, alright? I got it. And by the way, could you help me talk to Kana? She's been really upset after what happened to Shinya. I'm scared she might do something reckless. Don't worry, we'll talk to her. Did Kana get lost or something? We need to find her fast. Let's split up and search. She couldn't have gone far. Okay, where to? I've got a hunch. Let's check the lighthouse. I knew it. To like the breeze, there's gotta be... Hopefully she's not planning something. Please, don't. There's no sign of her around here either. Do you think she snuck up the lighthouse? Let's go check. Wait, isn't this area off limits? Did you forget? I'm an executive officer after all. At times like this, you'll just have to trust me. Come on, let's head up the lighthouse. There she is. It's been so long since I've seen a view like this. And take a good look. After all, the view is not going anywhere. Do you know about our illness? Of course. I also know about Shinya. Your friends are really worried about you. They want you to keep on living. I wish all of us could be cured, but they never wanted us to get better. So what? What? They don't want you to get better. So what? That's what they want. It's got nothing to do with you. The only thing you need to consider is, what do you want? Tell me, if we're destined from birth to live only a brief, painful life, what's the point of trying so hard to live? That's a pretty heavy question. For me, though, it's because I want to believe that something good will happen. Like you, I spent most of my childhood in a hospital room because of my condition. But now, at least, I can stand in a place where I can feel the wind. Haramasa turns toward the sea, letting the gentle breeze lift his yellow headband. In the distance, seagulls cry as they fly by, and the sunlight shimmers golden across the water, with the brightest of lights sparkle in his eyes. A lot of archers don't like the wind, because it messes with their aim. But I love it. It gives me this sense of freedom. I didn't expect you to be such a poet. I was thinking I'd get a snarkier answer. Oh, come on. I'm always super gentle to you kids. Haramasa's always gentle. See? Wise gets me. You're so close. Which is only natural. Why, it's the best partner I could ask for. After all, I'd be totally lost without him. Literally. Anyway, back on topic. This is your life, Kana. You have to decide what you're living for. But if you really don't want to live anymore, well, there's nothing much I can say. Hey, don't say that. Come on, I'm just being honest. Did you guys ever get tired of people shouting, "Stay strong," and "You've got to keep going," like they're selling some self-help course? It gets annoying, right? Yeah, hearing that can feel like salt in the wound. But no matter what, being a survivor in your own heart is better than just being a victim, right? Even Shinya, but he never saw himself as just a victim. He must have chosen his path to protect someone precious to him. Just then, Tsubaki and Ryosuke show up. Kana, there you are. Are you okay? I'm fine, I just wanted to take in the view a little bit longer. To remember it better. Well, you should have said so. Easy peasy. Since everyone's here, let's take a group photo. A photo will preserve this moment. Let me take the picture. Sure thing. Best to leave the photo taken to the pro. How am I taking this photo? Oh, the drone? Look at it. Why is you on your phone? Boom. There you go. Let's save it. Why not? The photos you took are great as always, Wise. Wow, they look great. Let me see. Did the wind mess up my hair? I don't think so. Looks pretty good to me. Really, Kana? You think I look good? Stop twisting Kana's words to suit yourself like that. Thanks for the photo. I really like them. Don't mention it. So, what do we do next? We still have plenty of time. There's only one task ahead of us. To enjoy ourselves here. Wow, the scenery here is amazing. The sea breeze is so refreshing. Exactly. I don't know why, but it feels like the whole world has suddenly quieted down. I could stay here all day. Oh, well, we better not. You might catch a cold. Harumasas is so sweet and thoughtful. I keep like... I keep gassing him up like this. He just call me Harumasas-samasa. Kidding. Come on. I've always been thoughtful, haven't I? By the way, this place is a great photo spot. Leave it to me. I'll leave it to you then. Another photo. Whoa, look at that. Tsubaki, over here. Say cheese. Well, I'm not ready yet. I see. The middleman outsourced this task to you. What? You don't have something against Bang Boo, do you? We completed the mission perfectly, you know? Of course not. Just a little surprise, that's all. Don't worry. Since you completed the mission, you'll get what's owed. Mr. Harumasa, would you like to take a group photo together? Coming! Alright, let's leave it at that for now. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye? No, just myself. They're calling us over for a photo. Let's go. We gotta get the angle on this one. You spend the day strolling, having fun, and enjoying each other's company. By evening, you gather again near the fast food stand. Damn, it's already late. Tsubaki, let's go to the restroom. Ryosuke should come too. What? That isn't appropriate, right? Just do as I say. Kana dragged Tsubaki and Ryosuke away. They're probably going to discuss whether they should trust us or not. You've really got a knack for intel gathering. I am a Section 6 elite after all. But, you know, I feel like I can see a bit of my past self in them. Especially Kana's question. I've asked myself that many times before. And sadly, this is something no one else can give you an answer to. Treat it as if you spent time with your past self then. Now who's the sweet talker here, eh? Just then, Harumasa seems to hesitate to say something. At that moment, a familiar voice suddenly comes from not far away. That's Seth and his colleagues. I see some familiar faces. Let's go check it out. So yes, what you doing here?
Wait. You mean the drugs we seized are linked to a big case from years ago?
That's what people are saying. Apparently, it's a case from way back when. There was this researcher who invented an enhancing serum that could boost
Oh, they're
ether
talking about
aptitude
that stuff.
significantly in an instant. Even though it had nasty side effects and was totally illegal, it still caught the eye of some groups. But that's not even the wildest part. Do you know how the drug is made? They make it from living beings.
What?
Living beings? Like animals? Or do you mean live ethereals?
You can't even imagine. They make it from live human tissue.
You guys are from people with the sickness?
Live? Human tissue?
It's from patients with a special disease.
Oh my.
We saw one, remember? The kid who turned into an ethereal right before us? I think it was called ether aptitude regression syndrome. It's a terminal illness. Most patients die before reaching adulthood, and the longer they live, the more dangerous it gets. They rarely make it past their 20s. The gist of it is, because of this disease, their tissue can be used to create the wonder drug that boosts ether aptitude.
What wonder drug? This is straight up illegal. And using live people to make it? Do they even see them as humans?
Well, it's definitely very risky for the patients. It could worsen their illness, maybe even kill them. But to be honest, if they could reduce the side effects, I'd be up for trying it. Considering we have to go into the hollows regularly, even the best of us can run into danger. If we had a drug like this, we'd feel a lot safer.
Yeah, but I mean, using actual live people.
But isn't that unethical? Yeah, we might be safer. But what about the patients? They deserve to live a good life too.
You make a good point.
It's a small price to pay. Since the disease is terminal, just like your colleague pointed out, maybe using them to make drugs that help others isn't such a bad idea. Making the world a better place often means sacrifices. Between patients who won't live long and promising officers like you, the choice is obvious. Looking at the big picture from New Eridu's standpoint, these patients are just necessary sacrifices we have to make.
Asaba Harumasa! As an executive officer at Section 6, how could you say that? No one deserves to be a sacrifice! We all swore an oath when we graduated from the academy. No matter where we end up, public security or HSO, we pledge to serve and protect all civilians equally, not to judge them as more or less valuable. You can't weigh one life over another. If you really believe that, you shouldn't be wearing that uniform.
Seth, calm down.
Hey, Seth, calm down. Harumasa probably didn't mean it that way.
Interesting. I never thought a man like your brother could have a sibling like you.
Huh? What's my brother got to do with this?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud. Seth Lowell.
What? You want to fight? I'm not afraid of you.
You're an honest man. You're going to make an excellent public security officer.
Huh?
Oh, and just to clarify, the drug's made from spinal fluid, not body tissue. It has to be extracted directly from the back of the neck while the patient is still alive. Well then, I'll leave you officers to your work.
So he was a test subject like that. Not sure about what's going on, you walk away with Haramasa. From a distance, you hear Seth's confused voice asking for his partner's opinion. He appears to suspect that Haramasa was making fun of him. What was that all about?
What was that all about? Things escalated pretty fast. You're not mad, are you?
No. I was just curious how other authorities think about the drug. That's all. By the way, what's your take on this drug?
The production of this drug is messed up.
The production of this drug is unethical. What kind of civilized society would use living people to make medicine? Just like Seth said, no one should be a sacrifice.
No one should be a sacrifice, huh? I see.
Haramasa looks like he has something to say, but remains silent in the end.
The kids are probably done talking. Let's go check on them.
They're back.
What do you want to drink? It's on me. Excuse me, can I get a bitter gourd juice first?
Your taste is quite something.
Bitter gourd juice? That's a unique choice.
You might be surprised, but bitterness can actually taste pretty good once you're used to it. When you've had to take as many meds as I have, for as long as I have, you start to appreciate the flavor.
Everyone orders their drinks and awkward silence settles in. until Tsubaki, Kana, and Ryosuke exchange looks.
Relax. You can trust me. Not just because I'm from HSO. I've also got some unfinished business with Kirishima.
It was Kirishima who killed Shinya.
I knew it.
And others, too. A lot of kids at the sanatorium have died because of him.
He's doing experiments on you, isn't he?
You knew?
Just a guess. I didn't see any puncture marks on your necks. He must have told you to cover them up.
Yeah, Kirishima has been using us, taking our spinal fluid to make that ether aptitude booster drug. The whole sanatorium is just one big human experiment lab, but he tells everyone it's a charity to help us. Shinya died because of him.
Shinya wasn't even that sick. He had the mildest symptoms among us, but Kirishima... He injected Shinya with the drug he developed himself. Just because he wanted to collect data on the side effects. Fully aware it's deadly to people like us.
They basically just straight up killed him.
Even though his drug is an unfinished product, the side effects are still too much for patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome.
Shinya took my place. I was the one who was supposed to get injected.
I know people at public security. Let's go and report this case immediately.
We can't. He warned us that the other kids at the sanatorium are his hostages. And if we do anything, they'll die.
How's your condition right now?
Not great. I probably don't have much time left.
Don't say things like that, Kana. We're all gonna be okay.
I'm not just saying that, Tsubaki. I've made up my mind. Next time, when it's your turn to extract the spinal fluid, just use mine. He won't care whose it is, as long as it works, at the very least. I want to do something meaningful before my time is up.
No! You should rest more because your condition's worsened. I'm doing okay right now. They can have my spinal fluid.
As the kids try to volunteer for each other, Haramasa stands up, signaling them to stop talking. You then notice Kirishima approaching.
There you all are. I've been looking everywhere.
Yeah, your guy didn't show up.
Who's here? What took you so long? I thought you'd forgotten.
I wonder
about
what could have
those
happened to
kids.
him.
I would never. The guy I sent to meet you must have dozed off in the car. He wasn't picking up my calls.
Sounds like he's burnt out from working too hard. You should watch out for that. Labor disputes are not fun.
This guy.
You're right. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for taking care of the kids today. It's getting late. I'll take them back now.
You exchange looks with Haramasa, who ever so slightly shakes his head. All they can do is watch Kirishima take the kids and leave.
Don't worry. I've talked to the kids and slipped GPS trackers and mics on them.
Haramasa hands you a small earpiece. Moments later, Kirishima's scolding comes through.
You didn't say anything you shouldn't have today, did you?
No! We didn't say anything!
Good. Remember, you're just my living medical supplies. Anyone who dares disobey me will be joining Shinya soon. I could use someone to test the side effects of the latest batch.
Through the earpiece, Kirishima's threats continue, with the kids' shaky, suppressed sobs in the background. After a while, Haramasa sits down the earpiece. We have to stop him.
This guy is pure evil. We've got to stop him.
We'll use the recordings as evidence, and I'm going to track down the exact coordinates of the sanatorium. But like Kana said, there are other kids there. We can't risk alerting him. Otherwise, knowing what he's like, he'll probably kill them all and cover everything up. As for the spinal fluid, I'll figure something out.
Are you okay?
What's wrong? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just a bit worn out today. Let's head back first.
Whoa, afternoon tea. Thank you, Master.
Remember, Harumasa, what do we do before snack time?
I know. It's time for that. I need to get the shot in my neck first.
That's right. And don't forget your daily medicine. These are all necessary things to help you get better.
Don't worry, Master. I'm not afraid of pain or medicine. But the medicine, it's bitter like the black coffee that you always drink.
Good boy. You're going to get better soon.
Then, if I keep being a good boy, will I get a prize?
What did you have in mind?
I want your headband.
Well, that's where he got the headband
That,
from.
I'll be as good as you. Every shot from my bow will be a bullseye.
The headband isn't what does that. Very well. But you have to keep being a good boy, okay?
Are you okay?
You've been awfully quiet. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, back to what we were saying. I've been dodging this topic, but someone as sharp as you probably figured it out already. I'm just like those kids. I have ether aptitude regression syndrome.
But I'm pretty sure like way into your 20s.
This disease affects different parts of the body for different people. For me, it's mainly my lungs and heart. As you can see, it's also caused my chronic condition.
Are you doing okay?
Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry, my condition is mild. I'm not gonna die that easily. You know what they say. The bad guys always live the longest.
Don't say that about yourself.
Don't say that about yourself. You're not a bad guy.
Back when I was first diagnosed, my parents took me to the best hospital in the city. They told me they'd get some food for me while we waited. But they never came back. I was too little to even speak properly then. But even if I knew where home was, there was no going back. After that, Master took me in. He taught me a lot of things, like how to draw a bow, how to wield a blade, and how to survive in this world with this body of mine. He said he wanted to cure me. So every day, I took lots of meds and got injections in the back of my neck.
Even if his condition is mild, being able to do the stuff that he does with it and being in the hollows regularly, Jesus.
It wasn't until much later I realized they weren't giving me shots, but extracting materials from me to make the booster drug. The choker I wear is actually to cover the scars on my neck. But hey, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oops, I've said more than I should. But that's all in the past now.
Those Master was still
I
doing
don't
those messed
care
up stuff
anymore.
either way. But I care.
But I care.
You don't have to look so sad. But thank you. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I think I know what Kirishima is after. He said he wants to help me find Master, but what he really wants is the research data and drug samples my Master left behind. But now that it's come to this, I have no choice but to confront him. Not just for my Master, but for the sake of those kids too. When the time comes, I'll be counting on your guidance, partner.
Of course. Didn't expect Haramasa to have a backstory like that. So all those times he was slacking off or taking sick leave, it was actually because of health issues. Not an excuse? That seems to be the case. I thought he was just a natural slacker, and now I feel bad about it. But let's wait for his message. Agent story complete. Boo boo boo. Time for the last part. Yo, you're right on time. I've made plans with Kirishima and we're going to the base where our master used to hide. When the time comes, I'll be counting on you, partner. Don't worry, since I've accepted the mission, I'll see it through to the end. Just as I thought, with you around, I always feel incredibly safe. But before we set off, I need to do one thing. Don't worry, it's not something that'll require you to put in extra effort. It's just a normal leave request.
Excuse me, my hard-working colleagues. It's such a pleasure to see you all.
Why does he say it like it's such a...
Harumasa, you're late again. And Wise?
Hello.
Oh, he's with me. He mentioned wanting to join HSO, so he's here to check out the place.
Did I? What he said?
What he said. I have considered it.
You've got great potential. I'm sure with a little effort, you'll make it into HSO. But I'm here today because I have a few things I want to say.
Aren't you here because today is a work day?
Actually, no. But, Yanagi, I wanted to thank you for everything. I know you've done a lot for me. My leave excuses are all over the place. But You always managed to fight for my case with the higher-ups. Without your help, I would have been called in by the higher-ups for my ridiculous number of absences. Man, I hate to admit it, but even though we joined around the same time, you're way ahead of me now. Chief Miyabi, thank you for your trust all this time. If it weren't for you, HSO probably never would have accepted someone like me with all my health issues.
Like I said before, I chose you because you're strong.
And Lil Sokaku, I'm sorry for always pulling you aside at work to lecture you. I was actually just trying to slack off.
Huh? Really?
Asaba, did something happen?
It's nothing. It's just, starting today, I need to take a little vacation to take care of some important matters. As the chief would put it, I'm doing a training tied to my past self.
Oh, so
Like
you're
how
training.
she-
Is there
I like
anything
how
we
he-
can help you with, Harumasa?
Oh, he mimicked her.
Nope. But if you really want to help, perhaps you could take over my workload? I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Training is good, but don't push yourself too hard. I trust you, both as your superior and as your friend. Whatever you have to do, just get back here on time.
That's right. If you run into any problems, contact us anytime.
Yeah. And if you're not back on time, there won't be any snacks left in the office. I'll eat them all.
Thanks. I'll be back as soon as I can.
You leave HSO with Haramasa. That time didn't even question it. I guess they knew how sincere he was about all this. That wasn't a death flag, was it?
You were acting a little strange back there. That wasn't a death flag, was it?
Of course not. I just feel a little sentimental about having to leave my team for a while. It's getting late. Let's get ready to enter the Hollow.
We gotta go to Hollow. We gotta go to Let's go confront Kirishima. Let's save those kids. I don't know why Chingy's. I guess he just needs somebody to be there just to have, you know, two characters, because it's kind of hard to do a lot of stuff with one character.
The place we agreed to meet
There is a mechanism
Kirishima.
here that can move containers.
Oh, look. I guess Chingy makes sense as she's a PubSec officer, you know? What do we do? Oh, guys, stop it.
Gee, this place really is a port. There's so much dust. I have a sensitive throat. Even a little dust can trigger a reaction. But
Oh god, they followed all the way from over there. Haramasa's really fun to use, Jesus. What's wrong?
What's wrong? You feeling okay?
I'm okay. Just haven't gotten much sleep lately. Feeling a little tired.
You don't look okay.
You don't look okay. Should we get out of here first?
Observation. Asaba Harumasa is exhibiting hand tremors, coughing, and reduced accuracy during combat. Hypothesis. This is likely linked to his physical condition. Suggestion. Leave the hollow environment now and rest.
Okay. I admit I haven't been at my best. But it's no big deal. I can't rest now. You know how much this means to me. I need to see it through.
Haramasa is getting close to that death flag. You really need to find your master that badly?
Do you really need to find your master that badly? Even if it means risking your health?
I need an answer. And more importantly, I cannot let Kirishima get to Master first, or obtain his research data and drug samples. If my Master's research falls into his hands, a lot of people will die. And not just patients suffering from ether aptitude regression syndrome, but many ordinary people will become his test subjects.
More than likely, just kids too. People who don't have orphans, people who don't really have family to, you know, protect them.
It's like Pandora's box. Once it's open, there's no going back. He won't stop pursuing his grand ambitions, regardless of how many people he sacrifices. I won't allow it. So please, I need your help. Please, fight with me until the very end.
If you insist.
If you insist. But promise me you won't push yourself too hard.
Thank you, partner. Don't worry. I value my life highly, and the last thing I do is push myself too hard. All right, let's keep going.
Wise, should we be doing this? What if his condition gets worse?
I've got a plan B. We can contact Section 6 secretly.
Don't worry. I've got a plan B. We can contact Section 6 if anything really does go wrong. They'll be able to get here in time.
Good thinking, Wise. I'll reach out to them now.
Block.
Help again.
Give me some lock.
Ever heard the whistle of arrows in
What?
flight?
With pleasure. Here comes
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. It didn't flow as good.
Hiroshima is just up ahead. Honestly, he's the last person I want to see right now. But there's no other choice.
Did I get that?
I'll
I
just
did.
have to suck it up.
He's right over here. Can I shoot him? Harumasa, he finally arrived. As I said before, there are plenty of clues left behind by your master here. As long as we follow these clues, we'll definitely track him down. I hope so. And by the way, I found some sort of mechanism your master left here. I spent ages trying to open it, but no luck. He sure is cautious. Why not take a look? Maybe you'll have what it takes to crack it. I'll take you there now. Oh, and by the way, the weather and time inside can be chaotic. No need to remind me of that. I almost forgot you're now an experienced executive officer. Follow me. Falling him into a fissure doesn't exactly sound good. That's already. This is the place. Looks like the elevator system's been out of order for a long time, and some places are inaccessible. Look at that suspicious container. Knowing your master, there's definitely some kind of clue hidden inside. I've racked my brains and tried all sorts of methods, but I still can't get it to open. So it's all up to you now. Hurry and figure something out. Haramasa doesn't respond. Instead, he surveys the area, and suddenly bends down to pick up a piece of nondescript paper in the corner. The paper looks very old, and the writing on it is faded due to years of wear, but caught the eye is a special mark in the lower right corner. That's the mark that he was talking about. That was on his phone lock screen. An unsigned letter. The aged paper once contained many words. However, after enduring the ravages of time, only fragments can still be deciphered, such as the words like price, salvation, and exchange the present for possibilities. In addition, there is a mysterious special symbol. Huh? Haramasa, what are you looking at? Nothing. Just a scrap of paper. Haramasa deliberately avoids Kirishima's gaze and carefully tucks the piece of paper away, and then gives the bamboo in front of him a quick wink. Alright, let's head into this, or let's dig into this and see how we can crack the puzzle he's left us.
Tip. There is a special location sensor ahead. There's a device on the wall ahead that can be triggered by an arrow.
Oh. There you go.
Harumasa, what's wrong? Not feeling well?
I'm fine.
Harumasas pauses for a second before finally opening up the shipping container. As expected, it's filled with daily items, medical equipment, and heaps of research materials. Kirishima seems to be desperately looking for something amidst these items. At the same time, Haramasa hides in Kirishima's blind spot, quietly opening up the paper from before.
This is a letter?
The aged paper once contained many words. However, after enduring the ravages of time, only fragments can still be deciphered, such as words like price, salvation, and exchange the present for possibilities, always hidden nearby. Apart from that, there's also that unique symbol, the key to this mystery. Haramasa reaches out and gently brushes his fingers over the symbol. Perhaps it was your imagination, but you think you saw his hand trembling just now. Do you recognize the symbol?
Do you recognize this symbol?
Yeah. When I was being experimented on, there were other adults around Master who always seemed to be busy. Master told me they were there to keep an eye on him. They weren't friends, so we agreed that if I wanted time alone with him, I'd draw this symbol on a note. Then he'd come find me by himself, teach me archery, or just tell me stories.
Meanwhile, Kirishima finally stopped his rummaging, seemingly finding nothing. Hold on,
Damn it, it's not here either.
What are you looking for?
What are you looking for?
That's what I said.
Oh, nothing. Just seems like there's nothing here that could help us find Master. But as I thought, you're the only one who can solve this puzzle. Good thing I brought you here. You knew him better than anyone.
I knew it. That symbol seemed familiar with him being an archer. That symbol is, the arrow to the top right, going to the top right, is Sagittarius, which is also a symbol with an arrow, symbol for an archer. Pretty sure, isn't it like also, was it the Minotaur, Centaur? Like the archer? Yeah, archer in Latin. But I guess that makes sense. Why he's an archer and that symbol is connected to him.
Is that so? I used to think I knew him. Just like everyone thinks they know their family. But now, I'm not so sure.
I never thought there'd be nothing but junk here. Darn it, where did he hide it? At that moment, a loud rumbling sound suddenly comes from a distance. The long silent elevator slowly starts up. So it is connected to the elevator. The elevator. Does that mean... I get it, he must have hidden it. I know another place we can reach by elevator. There must be a clue about your master there. Come with me. Going up or down? I'm going up. What's the cereals? Are they gonna stay there the whole time? Hopefully. What's over here? Secrets? There's no secret over here? Nothing at all? Guess not. They're still over there. Oh, kidding. Actually, proc. Oh god, he knocked me out of my thing.
I'm fine.
Knocked me out of my thingamajig. Oh, that's what I was hearing. I was hearing something mechanical. I guess that was it. Secrets. Jesus Christ. There's really a lab for that guy? It's not really a very hidden lab. What's this dude? Oh, look at that. What is that?
That ethereal keeps circling around the briefcase. It's almost like it's guarding it on purpose.
Forget about the ethereal. Go get that briefcase now. There's gotta be something inside that'll help us find Master's whereabouts.
Master's whereabouts. Huh. Master's clothes are scattered near that ethereal. And those are definitely his glasses.
He became an ethereal.
Is he really still alive?
Harumasa, I know you're concerned for his safety, but try not to think about that right now.
Enough. I'm tired. I know you've been after what's inside that briefcase from the start. There are no clues leading to Master in there, just the booster drug he left behind. And I know you want to use Master's work to advance your own research, creating the so-called miracle drug that allows humans to conquer the Hollows. And that's why you built the sanatorium. But in reality, it's just your lab for human experiments where you harvest materials from sick kids. I know it all. And a team is rescuing those kids from your sanatorium as we speak. So tell me, is he still alive?
Guess I couldn't have fooled you after all. You even got the sanatorium's coordinates. Whatever, it's not that important anyway. Now that the puzzle's solved, you're useless to me. Since we've known each other for so many years, I'll tell you, your precious master, he's over there growling right now.
You mean that ethereal?
That's right. That ethereal is your master. I watched him get corrupted with my own eyes. He foolishly tried to go against the power players.
Power players? Is that the people Harumasas talked about before?
I had questions for him. I haven't...
If anyone's at fault, it's your master. He didn't understand the value of this research. This is a chance to go down in history. Once we make a true ether aptitude booster, we'll no longer fear the Hollows. We could even conquer them. When that time comes, a new world will be born. And I will be its god.
Even if it means stepping over countless bodies?
You mean those patients? They're just necessary sacrifices on the path to a new world. Just like you. Even without my involvement, you wouldn't live much longer. So, in a sense, I'm putting waste to good use. Wouldn't you agree?
You really have the nerve to say that.
Deep down, you know it too. For this great research, your sacrifices are insignificant. That's why the power players turn to me to continue the research.
So who are the power players?
There aren't that many patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome. Even if you develop a drug without side effects, there's not enough for mass production.
Unless you can induce it.
That's just a minor issue. At that point, we can simply induce the disease
in
ordinary people. Humans are an abundant resource. This is way easier than my current research. You don't know, do you? The power players have done many experiments already, and they've used up plenty of patients like you. Though, only your master's results were stable. Too bad he grew sentimental, which led to his demise. What a joke! Feeling pity for someone with one foot in the coffin like you. He never hesitated when extracting your spinal fluid before, but he refused to perform the final experiment at the last minute. That's why the power players got rid of him.
Oh, man.
You mean he...
Oh, you're deteriorating rapidly. Looks like luck is on my side.
Don't get cocky. As long as I'm alive, I won't let you have that briefcase.
We'll see about that.
Damn it.
Yeah, come on, Harumasas, we're still kicking.
Showing up. We need to take them out first. Ambush!
Face the consequences. Huh?
Get down. Is there any more of them? Another guy. By the time we clear out the ethereals, Kirishima has already vanished.
I don't see Kirishima. He must have slipped away.
Let's go after him.
We don't know what he'll do next. Should we go after him?
What's happening with your body?
What's happening to you, Harumasa? Kirishima said you were deteriorating. Please, talk to me.
I'm fine. Just feeling a little dizzy. I'll be okay in a minute.
Aren't you telling me the truth?
If you don't tell me the truth right now, I'll end our partnership immediately.
Kirishima extracts spinal fluid from those kids regularly, but they're not in good shape. If this goes on, they'll likely relapse, so I had them use my spinal fluid instead. We needed to find Master and secure the drug samples he left. Losing Kirishima would have meant losing our only lead to the power players behind him, after taking everything into consideration.
So that's why he's been worse. He needs to go to the hospital now.
You need to go to the hospital. Now.
It's fine. The dose was small enough not to cause any serious side effects. Besides, my tolerance is different from theirs. My body is used to this kind of strain. More importantly, I still have things to do. Get the briefcase and put an end to that ethereal. It might sound stupid, but I don't want him wandering around forever in the hollows in that form.
Want to fight the ethereal?
You're in really bad shape, and you still want to fight that ethereal?
Don't worry. No one values my life more than I do.
Haramasa looks back, smiles at you mischievously as like usual, his yellow headband fluttering in the wind. Then he grips his longbow tightly and charges forward without the slightest hesitation.
Thanks for accompanying me this whole way, partner.
Looks like we hopefully contacted Section 6.
You should be happy for me. I can finally put an end to all this. Combat isn't my thing.
Yeah.
Who's the pathetic one now?
What? Okay.
Got you red-handed.
Got smacked. Okay.
Round them up.
Break away in one hit.
Holy shit. Okay. Good time that. Oh my god, gets back. Hey, stop.
Ever heard this guy is too tough? Why don't we? No. Trust me.
Holy shit.
Beat him.
Oh god, he smacked me. Okay. Okay, my screen's getting all messed up. My mouse is getting worse.
Justice is served.
I detect Asaba Harumasa's vital signs are rapidly declining.
Oh no. If this continues, he'll...
Master.
Holy shit.
How strange.
Okay.
I thought I'd hate you. I ought to, but it's a shame. I didn't get to see you one last.
God damn it.
I'll begin.
Who's the
Oh god,
pathetic
sorry,
one
Dad.
now?
Didn't he do that? I got smacked a whole bunch there, Jesus.
Well done, Harumasa. I'll go ahead and take what he left behind. Looks like you can't see your human anymore.
Hey, give us back the key!
Who do you think you are? Just stay here. You won't survive for much longer.
Damn it!
Starting to get corrupted. Oh no.
Harumasa! Harumasa, wake up! Stay with me!
Where am I? Everyone.
Tell me, will we ever get to feel the wind again?
It's not over yet.
One. Oh, one. All you need is one arrow. Take him down. Just one arrow.
I still have unfinished business.
Listen to me, Harumasa.
Master.
The essence of archery is not to be sought from the outside. It resides within you. Each time you pull the string.
Like a shooting star. Holy shit.
It's useless. Even if you smash it, as long as there's a single drop, my people can replicate it.
Oh, he put it himself.
Kiss your grand plans goodbye.
Wasn't that like deadly?
Harumasa, what have you done? Sorry, little proxy, but I can't let this thing exist in the world. I guess this was my final vacation request.
Wait, no! Stay with me!
Where's Section 6? Did they be here to help?
This headband is yours now,
Huh? Can I really have it?
as I promised. But don't think it'll help you hit 10 bullseyes in a row while wearing it.
Got it! Thank you, Master.
Harumasa,
Huh?
No, it's nothing. If one day I'm not around anymore, you must keep up with your medication and routine checkups. Do you understand?
Master, are you leaving? Just like Mom and Dad? Did I do something wrong?
It's not your fault. I'm just really tired. Maybe it's time for me to skip work and take a break, but not yet. I've still got a lot of work to do, and I will finish it.
Will you come back after your break?
If I have the chance, I will. I once thought I could save more people. At least that's what they told me. If the gods have abandoned this world, trapping us in endless calamity, then we must reclaim the power of the gods with our mortal bodies, regardless of the cost or sacrifice. But this is wrong.
You realize at the very end, though.
I can't exchange this real, immediate suffering right in front of me for a distant and uncertain possibility. And who am I to trample on the lives of others in the name of sacrifice? I have no right. One who offers salvation in exchange for sacrifice is not a god, but evil. So, Asaba Harumasa. I wish for your life to always be your own. Not a sacrifice for anyone or anything, and I'm sorry.
With Section 6's help, Kirishima and his accomplices are swiftly subdued. The unconscious Harumasa is rushed to the hospital. Harumasa's state is dire and is given a critical condition notice. But just when the doctors are out of options, he miraculously wakes up. Several days later, in the Section 6 office, the once sterile workspace seems to have been decorated carefully.
What's all the fuss? This isn't some kind of prank, is it?
Dude, you almost died.
Not a prank. We are celebrating the return of a teammate who's recovered from a serious illness.
That's right! We've prepared lots of yummy goodies!
Asaba, you're on time today. Very good. To celebrate, we've invited a special guest.
Hey, me! A warm welcome to our executive officer who's back on the job.
A warm welcome to our executive officer who's back on the job.
Man, just hearing back on the job gives me instant work fatigue. But all jokes aside, thanks, guys. If it weren't for our smart proxy calling for backup early and my dear teammates coming to the rescue just in time, my ashes would have been floating out to sea already.
You almost sound disappointed?
Executive Officer Asaba Harumasa, you've done great work and saved countless civilians from the Hollows. You are indispensable to Section 6. And with you here, we can make a real difference and help more people. I'm very proud of you.
Why so formal all of a sudden? You're making me blush. But thanks.
What was that saying again? Those who survive a catastrophe are destined for great fortune. Guess I'll take a fortune cookie.
You have a nice chat with everyone at Section 6. Unfortunately, work comes in and they start getting loaded with dull paperwork. Harumasa winks at you and excuses himself to rest, as he's still recovering. This guy, he's got slacking off down pat. At Harumasa's invitation, you join him on the rooftop, where he often sneaks off to at work.
Nothing beats a place where you can feel the breeze, to be honest. I didn't think I'd get to see you again. When I injected that drug in my neck, I thought I was done for.
I thought too,
The doctor
jeez.
said the fact I was alive was sheer luck, not to mention how quick my recovery was. They couldn't explain it and called it a miracle of modern medicine. Guess I can be lucky too sometimes.
I'm just glad you're okay.
I'm just glad you're okay. So, what happened to Kirishima?
The kids at the sanatorium were all rescued and taken to a specialized hospital. Their conditions are stable now, and I'll be helping with their living expenses. As for the power players behind the scenes, we managed to get several names out of Kirishima during his interrogation. I'd say that's a decent lead to work with.
About your master.
About your master. Did you take care of everything?
Yeah. I've collected his belongings, and the funeral's next month. Though, I might be the only one attending.
Harumasa lifts up his hand and gently brushes the ends of his yellow headband.
To me, Master was my only family. So I was fixated on getting an answer from him. I wanted to ask him, why did he have to leave me without saying a word? Just like my birth parents did. But now, it just feels like none of that matters anymore. The deceit and exploitation were real. But so were the care and kindness. If suffering and happiness can coexist, then maybe love and hate can too.
Do you forgive him?
Have you decided to forgive him?
I wouldn't call it forgiveness. It's just acceptance. I take it as it is. Good or bad, pain or joy. There's nothing I don't accept. Perhaps that's what makes up life itself. There's always going to be evil. But there's always going to be good out there too. Like how I was on the brink but recovered miraculously. Even though I've lost family, I got to meet you and my amazing teammates.
Suddenly, a phone rings. It's Harumasa's specialist doctor.
Mr. Asaba Harumasa, based on your recent test results, we have a hypothesis that we think you need to know. Our analysis suggests that the drug you injected may have actually saved your life.
What?
What do you mean? That drug was supposed to be poison to me and accelerate my disease.
Poison? No. It's more like a special cure tailored just for you. We have detected active residual ingredients inside your body that not only control the disease, but are a perfect match for your physiology.
Oh
In
my.
other words, this medicine only works on you. Must have been made by someone who knew your condition inside and out.
It was his master was gonna made that for him.
It's just a shame that it is an unfinished product. But it's still incredible how it brought you back from the brink of death.
Haramasa hangs up the phone after a brief chat with the doctor. He looks a little confused, as if he needs a long time to process this fact.
So, it wasn't a miracle.
No wonder the Ethereal was guarding the drug.
So the medicine that your master left behind wasn't any kind of booster drug. It was made specially to treat your illness. No wonder that Ethereal stayed near it.
I guess so. I wonder when he stopped working on the ether booster drug and began focusing on creating a cure for me. I had no idea. That's probably why those people decided to get rid of him.
Haramasa leans against the rooftop railing and stays quiet for a long time. Just when I think he's dozed off, he breaks the silence.
Thanks for being here. Don't worry. I'll live my life to the fullest. But if one day I become sick and turn into an ethereal, don't frown. We all know that day's gonna come sooner or later. When that happens, and if you're around, I hope you can do me a small favor and end my life. Don't leave me wandering forever as an ethereal in a hollow. Please.
Alright, I promise.
Alright, I promise.
Thank you. Though, I really hope that day doesn't come anytime soon. Alright. Let's both aim to live our lives to the fullest in this messed up, wounded, yet so brilliantly beautiful world.
After enjoying the calm for a while, you suddenly receive a message from Haramasa. To celebrate his partial recovery, he wants to invite everyone for a small gathering at the port. Is he bringing the kids that we're with? Here's some... Oh, look! Looks like none of my friends were late. How sweet of you. If I'm not mistaken, there's only one person here who's known for being late. It's Haramasa himself. Oh, since you put it that way, I'll have to admit to it. In any case, to mark my brush with death, or rather my miraculous survival, I've specially invited everyone to relax today. I've even picked the hottest hobby around, sea fishing. Yay, if we catch a big fish, gonna eat it right away. Nope, you have to bring it back and cook it first. Today is perfect for training with a sea fishing competition. It looks like Chief is going all out. Asaba, your health. Sorry for not telling you all everything earlier. It's true that my situation is pretty serious, but I can still work normally. Section 6 pays well, so I'm not planning to leave yet. But I do have a small request. I'd appreciate it if you all stop looking at me like I'm on my deathbed. If you could treat me the same way as before, that would be great. To me, you are the same to me as before. There is no difference. I see. If our superiors have any questions about this later, I'll find a way to handle it. Thanks. You're still the most reliable one among us. Huh? Is Haramasa different? Not at all. I'm still your slacking off partner, Sokaku. And just kidding. Don't worry, I should be fine for a while. As for the future, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But today, the main event is sea fishing. The doctor said it's good for my physical and mental health to come out and stay active. Right, Wise? Huh? Oh yeah. Nice, nice. You picked up exactly where I was going with that. The preparations will take a little longer, so feel free to wander around before then. The sea breeze here is very pleasant, so make sure you enjoy it to the fullest. Anybody else here? It's Bucky and Yosuke. See, they are here. I still haven't started. I'm still not prepared to be turned down. What? Huh? What? What? What do you mean? What? Huh? What do you mean should I go first then? What? What? Where's Kana? Is she on the roof? Can I even see on the roof? On the I guess I can't go over there. Kana's not here. Kana wasn't over here either. Look, I see Kana. Maybe she's on the pier somewhere. How's your confession plan going? I haven't started yet. I'm still not prepared to be turned down. Oh, why don't I go first then? Could they be? Oh my god. Is she over down over here? Ah, she is. Kana. Are you okay? I'm fine. Thanks for your concern. It might sound a little strange, but it's exactly like Mr. Haramasa said. When the wind blows, I feel a sense of freedom I've never experienced before. I wish Shinya were here too. I miss him. Sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. All this wouldn't be possible without Mr. Haramasa and you. If you two weren't around, we might not be standing here enjoying the breeze. Back to the Bang Boo boatman. This ship will set sail soon. Please prepare to board. If you'd like a group photo, please take it here. Well, since you said so. Time for a group photo. Oh my god, look at them. Look at all them. With the Bang Boo. Save. After that, everyone tries sea fishing under Harumasa's guidance. After some initial confusion, everyone gradually finds their rhythm and catches some fish. If you ask who caught the most, of course it's Harumasa. With his usual mischievous smile, his golden pupils reflecting the vast sky and ocean, the wind blows gently, lifting his headband, like a long-delayed farewell. Perhaps the long night hasn't ended, but hope always glows with golden light. And that's it. That's his story done. A name written in water. Alright, that was a heavy story. Really liked it. Lucy! And Grace. Jesus Christ. It's got and Ethan. Alright. Alright, well, guess that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And see you next time. Goodbye.